I hope that people come here with an open heart and that they do feel the kind of aversion that is hardwired in people. Like, yes, we're cautious of things we've never seen before, and we could even feel scared. But because we're in a gallery, we have the time and it is the place. And it's these moments that are important in life. These can be transformational moments.
Welcome to CARE, the first solo exhibition by Patricia Piccinini in Indonesia at Museum Macan. CARE is not just an exhibition. It is the crystallization of Patricia's works in the past decades, which presents more than 50 works, including sculptures, two-dimensional works, videos, and also site-specific installation. As this is the first exhibition of Patricia in Indonesia, CARE is the perfect concept for the people who are familiar or unfamiliar with her practice. So through this exhibition, we hope our audience can start to connect and be open to something they're not familiar with that surprises them, or something they even find a little bit uncanny, and started building a new relationship with the other. And this is the real meaning of CARE.
CARE came maybe mostly out of a discussion with Patricia. We met in 1999 at an exhibition, and then we didn't have much contact. But I followed her works all the time, and she was always on the forefront of thinking about gene manipulation, body modifications, CRISPR, and all these things which in 1999 were science fiction, but became reality in the last 20 years.
Well, when Tobias and I met, the ideas that I was working with were around how we understand and define nature as opposed to culture or the artificial. I haven't really changed much since then, but that question has become more urgent because the definition of nature is very important because of the climate crisis. In some ways, I think that the theme of CARE is universal. It's not just species-based, but life-based. We know many species care for the planet, and without their care, the planet would be not so well off. So dealing with this idea of care, I haven't really felt we needed to change very much, because care is something that's essential to life.
I think every place you go do a quite specific narrative to every exhibition. The apartment which we are sitting here in changes every time. That's really adapted, right? Originally, the couple was, when I thought first, they were living in a tent.
That's right. They've really moved up, haven't they?
They moved up in the world.
Yeah.
And now we are here in that very Indonesian house.
That's right. This was a fantastic project because we were able to work with people here, and indeed people in the museum brought stuff in to make this space really authentic.
Yeah.
It makes that interaction all the more meaningful.
But I think it's important to say this is not how you as the artist imagine an Indonesian apartment. This is really an apartment that was built by the people of the museum, right? So this is not a projection of this is how Indonesia should look.
No.
This is really coming from within the people.
And that's why it's so successful. There's so many things to look at. A lot of the work in this exhibition dealing with this very urgent situation of how we relate to other species, how we relate to this duality, because it's the thing that drives us to be able to treat nature in the way we do as a resource. And that's why we arrived at this terrible situation. And care is one of the few things that destroys this duality, because if you care about something, you're not biased and you can connect with it and you can empathize.
Yeah, there is this, there's the idea of empathy in all of your work. It's always there. There's always a codependency. Yeah. But not only has our relation to nature changed, the things we can do with our bodies, the things we can do before our bodies are born, has radically changed, right?
Yeah.
Through science, through technology. We may look almost the same as we have looked 20 years ago when we met, but our relation to gender, right, to the other, to the body has radically changed. And that's something I think you have really prepared, not prepared, but you are the first one who have talked about these issues, and you kept on talking and bringing them up. So this is, I think, what is important for that exhibition. This is not an exhibition that gives you all the answers. This is an exhibition, and Patricia's work is about posing the right and important questions that are very, very basic, but very, very important for us today to ask of how are we gonna live together in the future.